with the part parallel. Slowly lower down into a standing foot touch. Touching the ground if you can, reaching down. Unlock the knees. Lengthen the back side of the spine. Walk yourself out to a high plank position. Leaving right here. You can modify, place the knees down to the knee. When you pull it up into the chest, bring it right here. Taking it into a right lunge. The right leg goes to the outside of both of your hands. You breathe here, making sure that your hips go a little bit deeper into this stretch. It's more about your hip flexors. Inhale, exhale. One more inch down. Good, stay focused. You're starting to feel all of the stretch. Switch it out. Right leg back, left leg out. Making sure in that 90 degree with the leg. Shoulders away from the ears. See if we can go down one more inch. You can modify here, just like Lindsay with it on the ground. Keeping the breath. And release. Bring yourself back into that plank position, going into a cobra. Lowering yourself into the mat. Untuck the toes. Arms on either side of your shoulders and press yourself up. You can modify by staying on your forearms. We're going to be looking up towards the top side of the sauna. Opening the chest. And also getting that nice stretch in the front side of your abdominals. Breathe. Your neck is long. And release. Bring it into downward dog. Tuck the toes. And then bring your hips up. Good. Seeing if we can engage the back side of the legs. So the legs are straight, and then digging the heels down. Just a little bit more. Your chest is down towards the mat. And your hips are high. Walk your hands back to your feet slowly for a standing toe touch. Release the back of the neck. See if you can release the back of the knees just a little bit. Reaching towards the ground just a little bit more. And slowly roll up. Nice job. Let's begin with the flight phase. We're going into a rock the plank. So, transitioning into a forearm plank. Let's slowly walk ourselves down. You're on your forearms, so your shoulders and your elbows are right underneath each other. You can modify by going onto your knees right here. We're establishing our positioning right here. So make sure that we're pressed up into that nice forward position. And you're also thinking about making yourself as long as possible. This is all about placement. Good. Now that we have this nice placement, let's go into rock the plank. Rock forward. Press into the balls of your feet. Shift forward 2 inches. Breathe. You might feel in a little bit of a different place. Right now I'm feeling a little bit more in the triceps. That's totally okay. If you're on your knees, you might feel it a little bit more in your forearms. Okay. Stay right here with me. Right here. Up at the top. We're about to rock it back. Going back into the heels. Shifting 2 inches backwards. Thinking about how can we lengthen the spine a little bit more. How can you get more out of this? We're checking to make sure that we're in that nice alignment. The hips are down, the shoulders are back, the obliques are working. Good. How can we breathe more? Stay with me. Release. Bend the knees down, untuck the toes, press yourself back into this nice child's pose. And then roll yourself up from there. You're in this nice seated position. Transitioning into front plank through the chest. Walk yourself out into a high plank position so the shoulders are right under the wrists. Knees are tucked behind you. Extend the right leg long, point the toe, and bend it in towards your right ribs. You're right here, curving in, digging into the mat with the hands because it's what's going to leverage you. You can modify by placing the right toe onto the ground, give you that little stability. Okay. But if you're right here with us, make sure that we're pulling the hips up. Squaring off the hips, crunching a little bit more. How can you get more work out in less time? Hot works. Belly button in. Right here. Press into the mat just a little bit more. Breathing. Tuck one more inch. I'm right there with you. And extend the leg back. Tuck the toes. Other side. Opposite leg. Curve it in towards your ribs. If you need that modification, tap the toe down. It's going to give you a little bit of stability, but you're still here working the deep core. We're right here. It's like a very advanced version of plank because we're only on 3 contact mat. So how do you stabilize while being in an unstable position? It's all about the core, it's all about the center. So even if you have to tap the toe down onto the ground, bring it back up, it's totally okay. We're all right here. Good. Pull the belly button in a little bit more. Lengthen the spine. Press away. And you might be shaking. And release. Extend the leg back. Bring the knees down. Time for figure 4 crunch. Swing the legs forward. Lay down. Extend the legs high, 90 degrees. Flex the feet. Left ankle over the right knee. Bring yourself into that nice floor position. Arms on either side of the right leg and curve yourself up. That modification, you can bring the right heel down to the ground. Lindsay showing us that. But for us, we're thinking more about the mobility and the strength here. So reach towards the front, and then maybe the left knee is pushing back a little bit more. Seeing if you can get the shoulder blades off of the mat just 1 more inch. All of this is about strength, mobility. So seeing if you can press the outside knee a little bit more, lengthen, strengthen at the same time, get more for less time. Pull up, keep going, and release. Bend the knees in. Let's reset to the other side. We got a whole other side coming. Extend the legs up 90 degrees. Right ankle over the left knee now. That forward position on the opposite side. Arms on either side of the left leg. Curve yourself up. If you're in that modification on the other side, tap that heel down. We're right here. We're still reaching forward. We're scooping out the abs like it's a little bit of ice cream. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine. And remember, this is also about the flexibility as well. So see if you can straighten your leg. See if you can bring the right knee out a little bit more. You're making that forward position. Curve up those shoulder blades. See if you can get them up 1 more inch. Okay, I'm reaching towards you. You're reaching towards me. We're breathing together. Good. You can do it. And release. Bend the knees in. Rock yourself side to side just for a second. Hands underneath the legs. And let's rock ourselves up. Going in a 6-inch tuck. Let's scoot yourself back just a little bit, giving yourself enough space to extend the legs long in front of you. Sit the legs together. Point the toes. Arms are going to be on either side of the knees. Dome out the fingertips and lift the legs up 6 inches. Bend the knees. Those toes should be 6 inches above the mat. I'm not measuring, but I know in your head you know what 6 inches is. Okay, modification. You can place 1 toe down. Give yourself a little bit of stability. Lengthen up. Let's squeeze up into the abs. We're thinking about breathing and also engaging the core in the longest way possible. And release. Extend the legs. Breathe a little bit. Maybe shake it out. But keep the arms there because we're going at it again. Extend the legs long. Bend the knees in. Point the toes. 6-inch tuck. See if you can keep yourself lifted. Tap the opposite toe if you need. Holding it here. This is low abs. This is deep core. And this is also you versus you. See if you can press away. Give yourself a little bit more challenge. How can you get more out of this? Your legs go up a little bit more. Breathe deeper. Release, extend the legs and lower. Let's go into bicycle. Let's scoot yourself a little bit away from the back side of the sauna, and we're gonna roll back. Hands behind your head, the elbows go wide. Curve yourself up, right knee in, extend the left long. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Giving yourself a nice bicycle twist. Pull up into the abs. You can modify by bending both knees in and tapping the opposite toe onto the ground. Let's see if you can twist even more. We're bringing out the obliques. We're twisting. You're earning the burn. Seeing if you can straighten that long leg just a little bit more, energetically putting more effort out and more challenge on the core. Twist. See if you can squeeze the legs into the midline. I know that engaged a little bit more of my low core. One up here. Thinking, ringing out the abdominals. We're using the obliques here, the outside of the abs. Super important for the corset of your abdominals. Release. Other side. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Bicycle it out. Good. So we are lifting just a little bit more here. We're on the opposite side. Like the corset that I was talking about, we're using the other side of it. So straighten the leg. And bend the knee, maybe just a little bit more to bring it in towards your elbow. Okay, so we're working on a little bit of mobility too. Good. Open the elbows a little wider. Pushing yourself. You showed up today for you. How can you show up for a better version of you? How can you push yourself? Staying strong. I'm going to let you think about it. Push yourself one more time. And release. Bring yourself into the center. Hands onto your knees. Going into a waterfall. We're going to be crunching up, but the legs zip together. Flex the feet. You're at that 90 degree with the legs. Arms up, fingertips towards the sky, palms face in, and curve yourself up. You're in this nice crunch position. We're back here. If you need to modify, you can place your hands behind your head, giving you a little bit of a wide elbow position. You don't want to strain the neck. Holding it here. Going over towards the right side. The right elbow is going to go down towards the mat. You go into a fist with that right hand, and then over towards the right side with the opposite hand. So feel free to leave one hand behind your head for that modification, so you can actually think about the abs and not about the neck. This is all about twisting. Let's reach up towards the foot. Release. Let's transition to the other side. Bring the elbow in. Twist it a little bit more. See if you can bring yourself one more inch off of your shoulder blades. Really reach. You're going up to the outside toe. Breathe right here. And release. Bring yourself back to the center. Bend the knees in, and then bring yourself up. Twist and crunch. Give yourself enough room to lengthen the legs out in front of you. Bend both knees in. Extend the right leg up. Then twist over towards the right side. Flex the foot. That modification, you bend the right knee and then grasp the outside of the foot. We're twisting here. Give it a little leverage with that hand. You're twisting. Try not to lean back so much. You're more in a seated position. So we can think about corkscrewing up. Breathing right here. Twist. And release to the other side. Transition and switch. Opening up the belly button to the opposite side of the sauna. Shoulders down here. Challenge yourself. Pull yourself a little bit higher towards the top of the sauna. If you have that modification, seeing if you can go a little bit deeper into it. Breathing right here. Twist. Thinking about twisting and pulling up into the obliques. And release. Reverse Superman. The knee on your stomach. You're going to sweep the legs behind you. Chest down. Arms are going to go back behind you. Palms flat on the mat. Bring yourself up. The chest and the legs at the same time. That modification, you can place your hands right next to your chest and then press up, giving yourself a little bit of leverage. We're here for a while, so make it so you can build. Right now I'm thinking about lengthening more than anything. How can I lengthen through the legs? How can I get more out of my spine? We're thinking about flexibility. We're thinking about all of the engagement in the glutes. It's a lot. It's the abs, it's the glutes. If you're in the core session, we got to recruit some more stuff for help. Like I've recruited my team here. We're all here with you. Let's go a little bit higher, team. We got it. Thinking about energetically making yourself as long as possible here. Front to the back. Touching the edge of the sauna. And release. Nice job. Time for hip dip. Going into a forearm plank. So forearms down flat on the ground. Tuck the toes, bring yourself up. We're here in that forearm plank. I like to grasp the hands, and then we're going to dip over towards the side. That modification, you can place the right knee down on the ground if you need. Hold it right here. So you might have done these rotating side to side. This is the hot works way. We hold. We're on the toes. We're dipping out to the side. We're bringing up the abdominals. So while we're doing this, I want you to think, can I go a little bit more into my side? How can I sweep more into the shoulders? Supporting yourself, but also challenging. We're in the center, and I want us to stay tall. So while we do this transition, I want you to think about going through the plank, dipping to the other side. Release, other side. Transition over towards that opposite side. We're right here. That isometric hold. We're working the corset abs. If you need to, press into the forearms, giving yourself a little bit more intensity, but also stability, because we're rocking off the center of the core. Isn't that funny? In order to build the core, you kind of have to go off to challenge it. It's like a lot of things in life. Let's stay right here. Go a little bit further. Doing that modification. Come up. And release. Bring yourself back to the center. Bend the knees. Press yourself back. I know those shoulders might be burning right now, so we're going to go into child's pose. And roll yourself up. Time for camel. This is a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to transition ourselves into the center of the mat. Tuck the toes. Bring yourself up into a high knee position. Bring your arm back towards the right heel. The left arm back towards the left heel. You're going to squeeze yourself forward. That modification, you put the hands in the pockets. Lindsay's showing that right there. She's still getting that nice stretch. That front abdominals. Think about lengthening up through this. I'm stretching out my arms a little bit here. The shoulders, we just did a lot of shoulder work. Open the chest. Squeeze into the glutes a little bit more. I'm breathing. I know you are. Good, I know we're feeling the heat right now. We're going to use that to lengthen just a little bit more. And release. Time for scorpion crunch. Bring yourself into the center of the mat. You're on all fours. Tuck the toes under. Bring yourself up. Extend the right leg up with the toe. We're going to arch the back. Kind of like we're in cat-cow. You have 7 layers of your core. So we're working all of them right now. The front, even the back side is your core. You point that toe, like you're poking a hole in the ceiling. Cover it up, and modify, and place the left knee on the ground. Hold it up with me, we're stinging. Not from Texas, we're bringing the scorpion heat today into the sauna. Okay, release the left knee. Bring in, crunch the right knee in. Bring yourself right here. Good. For that advanced option, you can tuck the toes and hover the left knee again. That's totally okay. But if not, we're right here. Crunch it. Pulling it in towards the ribs. Release. Okay, take a breath. Let's transition to the left. Tuck the toes, bring yourself up. Left toe pokes a hole in the ceiling. You can modify, bringing that right knee down to the ground. If you're up here with us, you're arching that back, poking a hole in the ceiling. Right here. Scorpion sting. Sting. Yeah, you might be stinging right now with all of this work. This is core. Take that breath. And release. Bring the right knee down. The left knee is into the ribs. Good job. You're curving in. Keep that crunch. And release. Bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Rolling up. Crane twists. Bring yourself into the center of the mat. Legs hip width apart, parallel. Right leg up into a 90-degree angle. Arms into this 11 position. You're in a fist. Fist over towards the right. You can modify by placing the right toe down on the ground. You're still thinking about that twist. We're in a strong position. Bringing out the core. Then over there with that core compressor. We're thinking a lot about balance here. So the core helps us with balance. Balance is a muscle. We have to keep working it. We have to keep the core strong, and that one leg work, the single leg work, is what's going to stay in your system. Squeeze the arms, squeeze the biceps. And then think about lifting up a little bit more. And then curve over towards the side for that advanced option and stretch. Breathe. And release. Come out of that left side. Bring the left knee up. Flex the foot. Arms not 11. Twist over. If you're facing the opposite side of the sauna. The belly button is in. Twist in a little bit more. Using lots of the core. Remember, 7 layers. We got to do lots of different exercises to hit all of them. Core is kind of like an onion. Got to peel it back. You're sculpting You're shaping, trying to distract you from staying on that leg. You're in that modified position. Leverage that toe a little bit. Twist a little bit more. I see you, Lindsay. We're staying locked in. Maybe you need to look at a certain point of the sauna on the wall. Keep the balance. That's totally okay. Let's take it into that crunch if you would like. Beautiful job, Steph. We got it. We're twisting. Release. Bring it into the center. Meet me on your forearm for side plank. Let's go. From your right forearm, push yourself out to the side. The left arm goes up towards the ceiling. We're in that side plank. We're popping out. So for that advanced option, you're on a high plank position. Just like Steph right here. We're lifting the hips a little bit higher. Stretching out, making yourself a little bit long. Hold yourself in that star position. Because we're about to go into X plank. It's a lot of balance. X plank, here we go. Bring the leg up. Holding yourself strong. This is a lot. Open your belly button to the side. Press into the mat. Leverage all of the contact you have with the mat. If it's just your hand, it's okay. Bring yourself here. You might be shaking. I know I am. Bring in the heat. That 3D training. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the ribs in. And release. Other side. If you're on that forearm, stay there. And let's go. Popping up to the left. Pull the abs in. We're on that opposite side. Make sure you lift the hips. If you're in that modified position, knees down on the ground. Knees right here. Pulling up in the abs. Stay. You might be shaking a little bit. I am too. Learning to burn today, definitely with this side. Bring it into the X plank. Extend the leg long. No matter what version you're in, this is a challenge. That leg is long. You're pulling up into the abs. You're breathing right here. So see if you can square up your hips a little bit more. How can we get a little bit more out of this? Distracting your brain. It's about floating up. Pulling in. It's all about balance. Equilibrium. Release. Bring yourself down into the center. And the bending wild thing. You're going to use the center of your mat. Sweep the legs forward. Bend the legs in. Both feet flat on the ground. Left arm is in towards your chest. The opposite hand is back behind you. We're going to bring our chest and our hips up at the same time. Up into that bending wobbling position. That modified position, you're just in a tabletop. But for us, we're in more of a wheel. The opposite hand, this left hand, is the crown of the head. It's more about the trunk than anything. You're twisting. Your hips are high. If you're in that advanced position, see if you can come up onto your heels. Holding it there. Press up. And release. Bring yourself back to the center. Or straight into Russian twist. Zip the legs together. Float the feet. Twist over towards the left side. Good. I have my hands grasped into a fist. And then I'm going to pull that fist a little bit closer towards the mat. Zipping the legs together. Thinking about hovering up. That modification, you can tap the toes down. But for us in this advancement, we can bring the legs up just for a little bit. You're not lifting it up. We're going to join Steph for this advancement. And release. Bring yourself into the center. Then you're wobbling other side. So we have a right hand in towards the chest. Opposite arm back. Bring yourself up. chest, hips. Twist over towards the opposite side. Right hand towards the crown of the head, opening up. Twist a little bit more. It's more about the trunk. So pulling your hips towards the sky. Breathe. See if you can go up on your toes. Just a little bit. I'm going to go and step. Hold right here. It's a lot in the shoulders. And release. Straighten your resting twist on the right side. Zip the legs together, point the toes, twist over towards the right side. If you're in that modification, tap the toes down. If you're like us up over here, let twist it a little bit more. Good. I'm thinking about reaching towards the side, but also lengthening in the abdominals at the same time. Less about the curve and more about the twist. You're definitely earning the burn. Right here, right now. You showed up for you. Show up right now, extend the legs if you want, and release. Time for the landing phase. We're going to transition into downward dog. So sweep the legs behind you. Arms go shoulder width, tuck the toes, and hips high towards the top of the sauna. Remember, lengthen the legs, but then pull the heels down. You're right here, your chest is down towards the ground. Using all of this, all of the heat that you felt to do the work. And staying cognizant of the heat while you press yourself down a little bit more. And release that as you walk your hands back towards your toes for that same foot touch. So right here, you're releasing into your back. Seeing if you can make the neck a little bit longer. Crown of the head towards the ground. If you're not touching the ground, try to relax the back. We're reaching for new heights today. Bend the knees slightly. Swing it out here just a little bit. Rock it back and forth. Slowly roll up. Back to center. Let's transition into the myofascial release phase. Grab your foam roller. Let's put it on the ground. Place it on your back. So I'm going to focus on the top of my back here. So from the bottom of my shoulder blades all the way to the top of the shoulders. We did a lot of work with that today. Try not to reach yourself up.